A lot of people make meditations more complicated than it needs to be. It's about using fancy technique. It's really just about keeping it simple. Don't worry about finding the perfect way to meditate. Just start with the basic principles that I will be explaining. You should know this before you meditate. Let's discuss the core principles first. Why do you want to meditate? What's your motivations to meditate? Often people forget what's really important in life. And that's one reason why practice like meditations can help you remember the true purpose of life. Just sitting down to meditate isn't always enough to keep you motivated. You have to remind yourself why you are doing it. Each time you sit down to meditate, ask yourself why you chose this over other things you could be doing, like sleeping or watching TV. By asking these questions, you remind yourself of reasons you started in the first place. Maybe you want to feel calmer, be more focused, experience spiritual growth, achieve emotional balance, or understand yourself better. You have a reason. What's the reasons? Bringing it to mind can help you stay committed to your practice. Your reason for meditating can be big or small, simple or deep. What matters is that you have reasons that keep you doing. Having a reason helps you overcome things that might stop you, like feeling restless or not wanting to sit still. There's no right or wrong reasons to meditate. Every reason to meditate is a good one if it gets you to actually need to it. The key is being committed and making the time for it. Your reason got you to sit down and give it a try today, and that's something to be proud of. And you keep doing. Your reasons might change, and that's okay too. What matters is that you are taking steps to make a positive change in your life. When you sit down to meditate, you're doing more than just taking a break. You're starting a journey towards something bigger, something that can change how you live your life. Having clear goals is like having a map of that journey. It helps you know you are on the right path and makes each moment you spend meditating more meaningful, so you are not just sitting here. You are moving closer to your bigger life goals, one moment of meditation at a time. Manage your expectations. When you meditate, manage your expectations. There are common misconceptions that meditations will offer immediate transformational results. Some expect to reach a Zen-like state overnight or unlock some secret doors to the universe within a week. The reality is more nuanced. As a Chinese philosopher, Lao said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Understand that meditation is a lifetime practice that offers incremental gains over time. If your goals are too big, you might get lost in thoughts about what you should be doing or things you should. This can make you compare yourselves to others or your past and leave you feeling down, so it's better to have a goal. But don't stress over it too much. Keeping a balanced view is important for sticking with meditation. Some days will be easier than others. Some days you will find it hard to focus, and that's okay. Remember, it's normal to have a good day and bad day in meditation. The key is to know that ups and downs are parts of the process. Just be aware of how you are feeling and ask yourself, feel it, and know that it will pass. When you do this, there's really no such thing as a bad meditation session. You can adjust how you meditate based on how you are feeling, and you can find peace if or when things aren't going smoothly. It is to fight with the human cravings for immediate gratification. And even in the process, when you detach from the expectations of certain result, you begin to appreciate the subtle transformations that come along the way: greater focus, deeper inner peace, better emotions control, and heightened awareness. So manage your expectations and be okay with how things are. And you'll find that every meditation session is a step in the right direction. Practice begins. It's really easy to get lost in your thoughts. When you're sitting down to meditate, your mind can start thinking about all kinds of things, from past problems to future plans, and even daydreams being diligent out. You make the most of your time meditating. It means you know your mind will wander, but you don't let yourself get carried away with those thoughts. It's tempting to get lost in thoughts when you're just sitting there. But the point is to be aware of your thoughts and not to dive into them. Don't be hard on yourself. If you find your mind has wandered off, judging yourself will only make you feel down and could make you give up. Instead, see these moments as chances to practice being focused. John Years has a good way of putting it: let thoughts let them be and then let them go. When you do this, you are doing meditations right, no matter how many times your mind may wander. It's easy to get super excited when you're new to meditations and think that doing really longer hour sessions is the way to go. But what really helps is doing it regularly, even if it's just for a short time each day. Of course, diligence isn't only about regularity, it's about the quality of your practice. Being diligently mindful means you are not just physically present during meditation, but also mentally and emotionally invested in the experience. The quality of your attention matters as much as quantity of time spent. When you approach your meditation practice with diligence, which you are essentially doing is sowing need. At first, it may seem like nothing is happening. However, over time, these seeds sprout into plants of peace, trees of wisdom, and flowers of happiness. The goal is not to be better than other people, but to better than yourself. Everyone struggles with distraction when we initially started meditation. Distraction. So how do we reduce it? In today's technology-driven world, distractions are more abundant than ever before. From smartphone notifications to social media, from mental chatter to external noise, distractions can easily make your meditation practice feel like an uphill battle. The first and the foremost thing to do is take a quick mental check on things that might distract you. You think about immediate matters such as, is someone going to interrupt me and I'm hungry? And then you consider more substantial issues that could preoccupy your mind, like your job relationship, financial concerns, how your body feels, and even doubts about whether you are meditating correctly. Sometimes you don't even realize what distracting you to might feel anxious but can't put a finger on why. A good way to get a clearer mind is to think about what's coming up in your future and what's happened in your past. This can help you figure out what might be bothering you. You might be worried about what you are going to eat for breakfast, or something as big as what you are going to do with your life. Or you might be thinking about something from the past, like a message you sent to someone and wishing you had not had the text or think last night. The key is just to notice these things. You don't try to solve your life problems like you're just acknowledging what's on your mind. If you think of something important that you don't forget, you'll down on a piece of paper relaxed to your soul should carry them into your heart. Writing starts before you start teaching can make a big difference in helping you focus the idea. Start to push this thoughts away. I'll try to change them, but just to see it. Otherwise, there may be something big is undermined. And don't go away quickly, that's okay. Just notice it. Let it be there without reacting to it. And it will eventually go away on its own. When you meditate to the space, when you're least likely to be disturbed. Make this very cloud meditations about it. Before you begin making a habit to do it all, unmute all electronics devices that will interrupt your meditation. If you live with others, let you know that you don't like to be disturbed during your meditation time. Setting boundaries is not selfish, it's form of self-care. It's the time of day when one is likely to be disturbed and destructive on the morning or the evening afterward. Thus, for most people, until you start an intense to sleeponism and for the entire duration, no matter what, that distractions may arrive. I believe this is a good start for in future video. We can explore more about the right postures for meditation to speak to us. If you found this video valuable, please share it with your friends and don't forget leave your thoughts in the comments. I hope you have a wonderful day.